Welcome back to the channel and another Montana adventure. Brought to you by All Moto Tire, Northwest Montana's best source for your motorcycle tire needs. The months have gone by and it's early November here in the Flathead Valley. In October, there could be blue skies and mildly warm temperatures. Or chilly winds and gray clouds might be turning the ground white. On Halloween, we had our first dusting of snow. Winter is on its way. But on the 9th of October 2024, we were blessed with a spring-like day. Time for a ride. Giving a shout out to my friend Dan, we made a plan for a day ride to cover Browns Meadow Road, a gravel route from Kyla to Nyarada and Highway 28. For the first time, I'd also get to see Lake Mary Ronan and check out the state park. Hey, welcome back to the channel, folks. Today, we are going to do a ride I've been wanting to do for a long time, just a day ride again. We are going to ride Browns Meadow Road. We'll head out west to Kyla from Kalispell and then south on Browns Meadow and wind our way down to Highway 28 and then up 93 back along the Flathead Lake, and then we'll head for home. It should be a good ride. And with Dan's arrival, we're off. So it's October 4th. Fields have all been cut. These are starting to turn. Like I said last year, I'm just trying to get in the spirit of autumn. And it's difficult, I don't know why. Yes, the changing of the weather means that I won't do the activities that I normally like to do, like rifle painting or riding this motorcycle. But hey, it's only 5 or 6 months until spring. Uh, yeah. I guess I'm just a spring and summer guy. After a short section of freeway, we peeled off onto the rural two lanes. Since I needed to top off the fuel tank, it was a brief few miles west on Highway 2 to the gas station. Heading south from Kyla, after a few miles, the road turns to gravel. The road was originally built as access to what would later be called Flathead Mine. A short distance west of Browns Meadow Pass, the Flathead Mines were established by the Anaconda Company in 1928. The discovery of silver, lead, along with gold, zinc, and copper dates back to 1913. Referred to as Hog Heaven in the Hog Heaven Hills, the Flathead Mine was once considered the richest silver mine in the world. It closed after World War II. Until we travel past the Flathead Mine Road, the forest envelops us. Fun fact, approximately 65% of Montana lands are privately owned. Browns Meadow Road passes through a mix of large ranch lands, state-owned or managed sections, as well as federally owned parcels. The road is sparsely traveled, but be on the lookout for that occasional farm truck rounding that next bend. Topping the pass, the rolling hills of the cattle country begin to open up.
Well, that old house hasn't been lived in a while. You find a lot of that out here. Little piece of history.
It's always cool to see the old structures and wonder who lived there? What did they do? Eventually, the road settles into the valley, surrounding us with the grassy ranchlands.
Well, folks, that was Brown's Meadow Road. That was a fun bit of travel. A little bit washboardy here and there. But we are out in the ranchlands of northwestern Montana, and it's beautiful.
Indeed, a perfect day for a ride. We were having fun on the gravel and debated whether to continue further south for more, but I was keen on seeing Lake Mary Ronan, and it was Highway 28 east to 93. At Dayton, we broke west through Proctor, across another beautiful valley nestled between the Mission and Salish Mountains. Unfortunately, a few days later, when I transferred video files from the Insta360 SD card, I somehow only retained the low resolution files. Note to self, make sure to know what is being deleted before deleting anything. It was the end of the season for the resort, but I wanted to have a look around.
So everything's closed up for the season. The lodge is closed. We're going to ride down to the end of the road down here and then head back up to the state park and find a picnic table. So apparently there are roads that would lead here other than getting on the main highway, but Dan says that they're gated, they're locked, so there's no way to approach from the west. And this is the first time I've laid eyes on the lake.
It's a beautiful lake, one that I need to return to in the near future for a little camping R&R and some fishing.
There's a nice log home, assuming it is a home.
And just like that, the road ends. Time for a U-turn back to the state park.
This is a lovely little state park, Mary Ronan, but I would just bet that our 43-foot toy hauler would not fit in here, and it may be even restricted and not allowed. It would be really great if it did.
On the website, the park is billed as an angler's delight with kokanee salmon, yellow perch, and largemouth bass, inviting visitors to camp off the beaten path shaded by Douglas fir and western larch. Come to find out, there are sites available that would accommodate larger rigs. 2025, we definitely have to book a stay. We found a picnic table, had a snack, and watched the kokanee breaching the water's surface. Wonderful. Reversing our tracks, we headed back across that beautiful valley and the route home. Traveling north along Flathead Lake, I reflected on the gorgeous day. At one point, I think the KTM's display indicated a high of 70 degrees Fahrenheit. Amazing for this time of year. I also reflected on how many times I'd traveled east and west on Highway 28, seeing that Brown's Meadow sign and thinking, I wonder where that road goes. And now it's known, and there are other similar roads yet to be explored. So that was our fall day ride. Not a long one, but sometimes a short ride like this is just what the doctor ordered. A new experience with a good friend. See you down the road. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up and click the bell to be notified of future releases. We do appreciate it.